What's up, you guys? Welcome to the worst survival zombie game ever created. This game is called 7 Days to Die. And before you go in the comments and start bashing me for trashing on this game, just give me a second to explain. Alright, this video is also going to be about me telling you how I manage to outsmart the AI. Because for those of you who played 7 Days to Die, I'm pretty sure by now you know that no matter where you build a base or how strong you build a base, zombies will always manage to find a way to get to you. Okay? So what I did was I dug a hole right around my base and I built the base using normal materials like simple materials such as cobblestone blocks, a few concrete blocks, and a few steel blocks. Um, and the traps that you see here in the video is actually some is iron spikes and some is, well, most of it is wood spikes. And this simple system managed to work great. So yeah, and I made sure it was wide apart. You need to have a good jump skill unlock. I forget what it's called, but there's a skill to increase how high you could jump, and you actually need it because you wouldn't be able to make the gap. So this gap is like 6 blocks wide, but it's only on the two sides where the doors are. So anyways, with that being said, you'll see how I managed to outsmart them. And the zombie block damage is on original. I have it set to blood moon every single night, and I increased the number of zombies per wave by 24. So it's 24 zombies per wave. So that's a lot of zombies. Anyways, so now let's get into why I said this game is trash. First of all, if you have a zombie game, especially a survival zombie game, you need to have a block mechanic so that you could block the zombies' attack. This game doesn't have that. It doesn't support that at all. So it's nothing close to Dying Light 1, 2, or Dying Light the Beast. It also does not have a dodge mechanic. So you can't dodge zombies. You simply have to try to fast run, and this game uses stamina. So if you're fast running, your stamina is gonna drain. So that's two things that I already don't like. Now, one thing I would say I like about the game is the building mechanics. It's really nice. It's a lot of things you could build in this game, and there's a lot of different materials that you could use to build stuff. You could go crazy and just build a whole lot of stuff. So you could build bunkers, you could build on mountains, tree houses, you could build mansions, castles, you name it, you could do it. You know, so that's that. Um, what else we want to get into here first? Now, okay, let's get into the zombies. The zombies in this game is very clunky. It actually it looks like shit, and the way they react and the way they move and come at you, it's very cartoonish. So it's actually it's not good. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel realistic. And there is no roaming zombies in buildings. Like most of the zombies are just up in the roofs. I'm serious. They're up in the ceiling and they're just there waiting for you. So when you get past a trigger zone, I think it's like a trigger zone the developers has set. Once you get past that, they know that you're in the building and they jump down through the ceiling, and they always jump behind you somehow. And I don't know if they did that to try to jump scare the players, but it doesn't work. It's kind of retarded, and they should remove that system entirely. So that's that system, and yeah, the game sucks. The only thing I like to do in this game is to use the machete to chop off zombie heads, because that's kind of smooth. Um, Other than that, yeah, there's not really much I like to do. Um, Also, the character, as you can see, you can't see his foot. I'll be looking directly down. You can't see no foot, so it's just a floating camera, literally. And Yeah, you can see the hands at certain times, and that's just about it. So now, as you can see here, it started. So the blood moon has begun, and you'll see how they just fall into my trap. They fell down there. They're gonna try to dig underneath you, but once you fill that entire gap that you're inside of, the base that you're inside of, you need to fill that entire thing with um, concrete or blocks, whatever you're using, cobblestone. You can't leave it as dirt, otherwise they'll just dig the dirt and they'll come straight up at you. So you gotta make it hard for them. It seems that the developers tried to stress players out, but I've proven today that I'm smarter than them. So that's that. I won't be making any more videos on this game because this game sucks. Once Dying Light the Beast comes out, I will be deleting this game from my console, and I may never play this game again because it's trash. So what do I want to get into next? The day and night cycle. The day cycle, I have it on a 12-hour, 12-hour. So 12 hours day, 12 hours night. Somehow, it doesn't work that way because nighttime starts at 2200 hours, and at I think it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, the night is just it's done. So it doesn't add up, you know what I mean? Because you gotta wait from like 4 in the morning straight to 2200 hours, and all that time is daylight, and nighttime is only from 2200 hours to like I say about 4 in the morning. So it doesn't add up. It's weird. And these zombies, like, they're kind of dumb. They're breaking the wall over there, but I'm here, as you can see. It's so retarded. And you can't really like loot zombies after killing them. Some of them, they drop these loots, but you can't like search them, every single one of them. It's just weird. Yeah, it's really clunky. And what makes this game worse to me is the fact that this game has been in development for 15 years, and it's still in early access. This is the beta I'm playing here, and I don't think it's ever going to be released. However, the developers are working on new games, and they haven't even fully published this game. They're working on the bandits and different stuff. Makes no sense. And the developers, they already came out and said it. They say they don't want you to play the game the way you want to play the game. They want you to play the game the way they want you to play the game, if that makes any sense. And the developers, they never had any sponsors for this game. They basically depended on the people who bought the game, such as you and me and whoever else bought the game, and we are their sponsors. And they haven't even fully delivered on this, you know what I mean? For a game that has been in the making for 15 years, it feels so trashy and incomplete, you know? One thing I do like about this game is everything is destroyable. You can destroy everything. The dirt, stone, you could scavenge metals. There's a lot of things. You could get oil, gas. This game, it has potential, but the developers don't know how to push it out. If I was them, I would redo all of these zombie models because it's trash. Like the behaviors and stuff. You need proper zombies, something like from Days Gone or something like that. These zombies kind of operates like lazy zombies, which is very, very lame in my opinion. You need zombies that operate like Dying Light, you know, something realistic. Another thing I don't like about this game is why the hell can we only get one quest at a time? We can only do one quest at a time. What if I want to do multiple quests? Why can't I select a night quest, such as restore power to the generators at night, and also pick a quest saying, okay, I'm gonna dig for buried treasures, or I'm gonna clear some infected areas, you know, infected zones, or what the hell ever it's called. Why can't I pick like 3 quests, complete all 3, and come back and collect my rewards? You have to keep running back and forth. So you gotta do your quest, run back to Trader Rex or whatever trader you're going to, and you gotta keep doing that. It's ridiculous. And I have a lot of money and don't know what to spend it on because I have almost every single thing in the game. So yeah. Also, aiming and shooting and stuff is very clunky. It's I don't even know how to explain it. I'm playing on a PS5 and it doesn't feel smooth at all. It's very awkward. So yeah. Um, Also, like what else I don't like? The flashlight, like ordinary flashlight or the flashlight on the guns. You gotta press up D-pad in order to turn it on. But when you go into the vehicle, such as the 4x4 van or the motorcycle, you have to press side on the D-pad, left side, to turn it on. It's like, what the hell? They didn't even get their controls right. Also, the moon is no longer in the game. This game used to have a nice big moon. I didn't like that personally. It was too big. But it had a moon. Now it's completely gone. I played this game for hours and spent a couple in-game nights, and there's no moon. So that's that. And the sun also don't look good. It looks weird. What else? There's a lot of things about this game that, you know, there's a lot of negatives and not a lot of plus. That's all I can say. Uh, Overall, like I said, it had potential, but yeah, they just went and messed it up. And another thing that makes this game even more trash, if you kill a zombie, might be able to chop the head off or one hand or something, but after chopping the zombie a few times, it just disappears. It despawns very quick. So they need to tweak their despawn rate for the zombies after dying. Like, let the zombies stay in the game for at least 1 to 2 minutes and then let it despawn. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's weird, bro. After you slice a zombie a few times, like you're trying to take off a hand or a foot, the zombie will just despawn. Like it's so fake, bro. So lame. This game has no realism to it whatsoever. You know, why are they all acting like they're on fentanyl or something, bro? Like, look at these creatures. Look how they react. It's so weird. Why are they smashing the house over there? The zombies are stupid in this game. Absolutely stupid. But the developers try to make it look like they're smart. They're not smart. They're not. They're stupid. And the spitters, those spitters who spit in the acid thing, bro, you could be up directly over the thing's head. It's gonna look straight up at you and spit. That thing has some serious accurate spits. Oh yeah, one more thing. The reason why I built the gaps so wide between me and the zombies is because these creatures, they could jump. Some of them could jump very far and they could reach on the platform over here. And that's why it's so wide on the two sides where the doors are. So yeah, that's that. And I'm pretty sure you noticed there is 4 columns to the 4 corners of this base. I did that because it's not shallow. These columns went deep. I'm gonna tell you deep. So even if the zombies come through and break most of the blocks, the, my base would not fall apart because these four pillars are holding it intact. They will need to break these four columns and every single block in between in order to make this thing fall apart, which highly is impossible because as you can see, the blood moon has ended, and I'm just gonna go down there now and I'm gonna kill out the rest of them, take all of their loot, and end this video. Upon recording this video, I was curious to see how much damage the zombies have done because I expected them to like rip apart my base badly. You know, I expected them to almost completely destroy it, but you will be surprised to see how much damage they actually did. They did almost little to nothing damage. And these materials I used here for this base is cheap materials. If you wanted to go all out, you could have made this, you could make this full thing out of steel. I'm not going through all of that. Or you can make it out of concrete. It will be much more stronger than cobblestone blocks. But as you can see, it did the work. And if I was going to upgrade this, I would turn all of this the spike traps into iron spike traps, not wood, so that it'll last longer and do more damage. But overall, yeah, it worked. You see how they keep coming? Zombies keep coming even though the blood moon has been over. That's because the developers hate it. They freaking hate it when you manage to outsmart them and survive the 7 days to die. When you survive this, it makes them mad. So they ramped up the zombies. They deliberately programmed the zombies to keep coming even though the the blood moon has ended. You just gotta like keep killing them, and but right now I'm just shooting one or two. I'm letting the spike traps do most of the damage, and yeah, just in a little bit I'll just go down there and take care of the rest of them. I don't want to jump down too early because don't want to die, but as you can see, they still keep coming. That's to show you how stupid this game is. No logic whatsoever. These zombies, they think they're smart, so they're actually most of them are under my spike traps. They break the first one and just keep breaking them. So that's why I'm kind of like moving to where the spike traps isn't broken yet, so they'll run into it and get killed. But yeah, they're actually kind of smart, but not smart enough for me. Once there's no birds in the air spitting these acid things, I could be up here and just take care of them. But as you can see, blood moon is every night because look, the next blood moon warning came up already. Day 85 will be another blood moon. So you can see I was in line, and so in 2200 hours another one's gonna start, but I'm not gonna play that shit. I just put it on the blood moon every night just to do this video. So yeah, normally I have it disabled or set to 7 days. Alright, I think it's about time to go down there and take care of these guys. I'm kind of tired touring with them. You know, whoa, they break a lot of these traps. Damn. Alright, it's gotten kind of quiet, so maybe I should jump down there and take care of the rest of them. That zombie kind of looks like Mosaji, bro. If any of y'all know Mosaji, y'all know that zombie looks just like him. And this one is Big Mama. Yeah. I actually know a girl that looks like that, to be quite honest. But as y'all could see, guys, they did little to nothing damage. They literally did little to no damage to my base. Like, all these things could be repaired easy and upgraded if I wanted to. But I am gonna take all of the loot they drop, though. It's nothing good anyways. Might just get a couple stuff to eat. All of the magazines, well, most of it I already got. Everything fully upgraded. So it's just a waste of time. Another thing I freaking hate, bruh, is the searching. Like, watch how slow this moves, bruh. This game was never really made for the PS5, you know. It was never made for consoles. This game was more for PC, because if you're using a mouse, you'll be able to, scroll across really fast. But using the joystick, it's really slow. Maybe there's a setting that I don't know about to like make that move much faster. I'm gonna have to look into that, to be honest, because it's just terrible. It feels slow, bro. Like moving across from here to here, just to collect everything. Because it's not like you could just click on it and press use one time. You gotta scroll across there and press use, or you know, you could press I think it's the right analog stick to take one item at a time, or you could press the left analog stick to take everything and move it across. But when you have to use something, you have to go across to use it. So it's really weird. It's like they never even think about a proper system. Look at this base, bruh. They did no kind of damage, dude. What the heck? I was expecting them to like really tear through this shit, but as you can see, they couldn't pull it off. I managed to outsmart the AI, and I managed to outsmart Fun Pimps. Those are the creators of this game. They thought they were so smart. They thought they could stress me. But they're not smart enough. They're stupid. I've defeated them. This part of the video is not really important, so I'm just gonna speed it up. I did manage to find a really cool mask while looting, so I'm gonna show you that once I get to that part of the video. But yeah, overall, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something about 7 Days to Die, and feel free to leave a like if you like the video. If you don't, well, you don't, that's cool too. And if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. If you're watching on TikTok, feel free to leave a follow. And yeah, again, thanks for watching. And this is the mask. I think it goes so well with the costume. The full outfit looks wet. I'm actually thinking about playing some more of this game just because of the fit. Nah, I'm just kidding. This game sucks.